Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you a quick flak build that I use for critical damage and boss killing. It's also really good for clearing mobs as well, so like proving ground runs and Circle of Slaughter, things like that. The most important perks in the build are Leave No Trace, Head Count, and Mega Bore, the Capstone, and Hunter. And I'll explain why in a little bit. So, to start, you're going to want to put 5 points into Interplanetary Stalker so that as you get kills, you stack a damage bonus. You're going to want to put 3 points into Leave No Trace, 3 points into Head Count, 4 into Two Fang, and the class mod that I use gives it an extra for 5. You're going to want to put 3 into the Most Dangerous Game, 2 into Big Game, 1 into Galactic Shadow, 4 into Grim Harvest, and all the way down to the Capstone Mega Bore, obviously. So the reason these 3 perks that I mentioned before are the most important for this build is because Leave No Trace allows you to regenerate ammo or not spend ammo as you hit crits, and Head Count allows your ult to cool down quicker as you hit crits. And this works very well with Megavore, which allows every bullet you shoot to have a chance to be a critical. So if you're using a fast fire rate, high fire rate gun, you are constantly cooling down your ult very quickly and not spending very much ammo so you can shoot for much longer. That is the basics that you want to put into this tree. Then we're going to go over to the Stalker tree, which this tree is mostly just about increasing your damage and your fire rate a little bit. So you're going to want to put 5 into Furious Attack, which as you deal damage, you build stacks to increase your damage. 3 into Eager to Impress, which is just a perk to help you cool down your ult quicker. Again, so you are constantly using your ult. You're going to want to put 3 into Overclocked for a little bit of a fire rate bonus. Now, Lick the Wounds, that is an optional perk for this build. I like using it personally because when I'm playing solo, it's nice to have something that can revive me, and even when I'm playing with my friends, you know, sometimes they can't get to me, it's a hectic situation, you know, whatever. It's just nice to have because the pet will come get you no matter what, unless it's down. 3 into Turn Tail and Run, which while you're standing still, you do 25% more damage and 12% more fire rate, and while you're moving, you regenerate health and get some damage reduction, which is always nice. You're going to want to put a few points into 3 points into the Fast and the Furious, which just is a flat damage increase if you are above half health, which it's pretty easy to stay above half health with this build most of the time. And Hidden Machine, when an enemy is not attacking you, you deal 24% more damage, which works well because you're going to be using the Fadeaway ult with this build. And you're going to want to be using the augments Gorilla in the Mist and Unblinking Eye to deal as much rapid critical damage as you can. Now, for the gear on this build, I like the Lyuda, the Queen's Call, and the Rowan's Call as the 3 most important guns I use in my build on Flak. The Queen's Call is an amazing boss killer. It will just shred through bosses. The Rowan's Call is really good for general mobbing because it will reflect 2 bullets at the nearest enemy on crits and return 2 bullets to your magazine. So when you're in your fadeaway ult, you can pretty much just infinitely fire this thing and hit everything that's around you because you're going to be constantly hitting crits. Lyuda is also pretty good for bosses, and it refills your ult really fast, hitting its crits as well. Now, the Gatling gun I have in this slot, but this can be swapped out for a lot of different guns that are good on Flak. The Becca, the One Pump Chump, the Lead Sprinkler, Torgue shotguns are really broken on Flak sometimes, so if there's another gun you want to use in there, you can experiment around and see what you prefer having in that slot. For my shield, it is just a green shield that I bought from Crazy Earl that when you exit your fadeaway, it's got an anointment so that you deal a damage nova, which is just nice since we're going to be using fadeaway pretty constantly. The class mod is the Deadeye, which when an enemy is above 75% health, you deal an additional 35% damage, which is just amazing for going and shredding bosses really quickly. The Grenade and Relic are kind of just whatever you want to run, really. I run the Hex because I just like that grenade, and this Relic is just fun to use because you slide around really quickly. So that is the gear and the perks for this build. So I am going to do a Proving Grounds run real quick just to kind of show off the build and how it works, and I hope you enjoy.
Radiation. Radiate not confirmed. Unconfirmed.
Let's open up on this jagoff! Get down!
This is the way.
Very well. You may continue. Competitor threat.
Not today.
Alright, so there you go, guys. That is my flak build in action, the crit build. I will be showing off a few more builds later on, a radiation build using the Gamma Burst ult. There's a really good one with that, but I'm still looking for a couple more pieces of gear to use for that. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, feel free to subscribe, or comment what you thought about it, or what you think I could improve on. Peace.